Hi, we are going to access and open our Office 365 account from home. I'm going to use my laptop. I've got my desktop here. I've got some icons at the side and my toolbar at the bottom, taskbar at the bottom. You're going to need to have internet access, and you need to start off by opening up a web browser. There's multiple web browsers, some of the more common: Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Internet Explorer, Safari if you're using an Apple product. All the same, door to the internet. So it basically allows you to access the internet. I wouldn't recommend using Microsoft Edge if you can, but if that's all that you have, that's fine. It will work. But for the purpose, I would recommend Google Chrome. But for the purposes of this video, I am going to use Edge. You'll see it does work. So I have double-clicked the icon and the web browser has opened. There's two ways of getting into Office now. I can type in Office 365. It's doing it as a search. Bing has done a search for Office 365, and there we go, top of the list, Office 365 login. So I can click on that, and that will bring up the page I need. If you can remember it, the web address is office.com. It's quite an easy, simple one. You can just type that straight into the address bar, click enter, and that takes you to the same place. So two ways: you can either search for it, Office or Office 365, or type in the address, office.com. And we now have two options: get Office or sign in. We're going to sign in. Okay, so the first thing you need is your email address, which your tutor will give you, and you need to then type that in. And it's usually your initial followed by your surname at salbcp.com. Okay, so it'll be your initial, let's say John Smith, jsmith at salbcp.com, but you do need to ask your tutor, or they will send you the information for your login, because some people, if it's a common name, potentially like John Smith, it might be that we've had to use a full first name instead of just the initial. So do check with your tutor. So jsmith at salbcp.com, and then you're going to click next. Okay, so next is your password. So you would type in your password. This would be something your tutor has told you if you've just been given your login details, or you may well have already accessed your account and you've changed it to something more memorable. But you type in your password and click sign in. Okay. It will ask you if you want to stay signed in. Definitely, if you're using a shared computer or a public computer, I would say no. If it's your home computer, you can click yes, but I usually choose no, just for security. If the laptop was to go walkabouts, then I know that I've logged out of my account. So then you get some documents here that you may well have opened recently, or people have shared with you, or edited documents that you've been looking at. Every person's home page, which this is slightly different, because it learns and goes by what you've been using and looking at. It's quite intuitive, but the icons are here for access to the different parts of Office 365. The main ones that we're going to access are Outlook, which is your email account through this. So Outlook, I would click on that and my email account would come up. OneDrive. Now OneDrive is your storage, file storage. So if you have a file that you've worked on and you save it, this is where you would be saving it, into your OneDrive, and this is accessible from any computer if they have the internet. This is word processing, so anything that you would type up like letters, documents, essays and posters, this is what we would create these on. Excel for spreadsheets, and PowerPoint is presentations. You may not use these depending on what course you're covering. And then the other one that might be useful if your tutor is using it is Teams. Your tutor may well have set up a team for your class, and that's a place where they can store and share and send files, chat with people in the group, and also make calls to the class. So that one will be useful, and I'm going to do another video on Teams later. So this is your home page. If you're ever on one of these packages and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I don't know how to get back here. If you see anything like this, this is the what they call the waffle or the dots. If you click on that and you click on Office 365, that will take you back to this home page, okay? But you can see you've got the icons there for the different packages there. And the other important note would be to how to sign out or log. If I click on my name, you can see I can sign out there. Particularly if you're using a public or shared computer, you must sign out, but I do recommend doing it from home. When you click sign out, it will you out. Hang on a moment, wait for it to bring up the next message. Now the second thing you can do is this is not logged in. I would have to still put a password in, so it's not a worry that my email address is still there. But if you are worried at all, if you are using a shared public computer, you can click forget this account, and then that will take it away. Okay, and then the second and last thing to do is actually close that browser down, and that will mean you are completely signed out. There's no risk of anyone getting into your account now. Okay, so if you were to continue using the internet for another something else you wanted to do, some research or looking up some social events, do close the browser down and then reopen it, and you are then totally logged out of your account. Thank you very much.